So we should now hopefully be live. Apparently. I've got absolutely no idea, to be honest with you. Just gonna move this over to here. What is it doing? So yeah, basically I've got absolutely nothing to do, so I thought I'd jump on live stream. I was at work earlier today, basically just working in central London, and I've been lucky enough where I can get to work very early. Basically get on site for around 6 AM, do what I need to do because I'm not making any noise, and then that's it. And yes, I am eating Maryland cookies and having a nice cup of tea. Well, just thought I'd say hi, really. Hello Slops Matt and Contest of Legends, how you doing? I don't know what I'm looking for, but I've lost something. Hi Jordan. So yeah, the car boots are coming up. Like, they start going out tonight. I've lost my knife, that's what I'm looking for. Where have I put that? There it is. Hi Abdu and Andrew. How you doing, man? Hi Carpet Mania. Why are you not at work? You should be working. So yeah, the car boots start going live. I'm just opening this. I bought this last year from Car Boot and I wanted to get it open. It lights up. It's a little fancy. It's from Loot Crate. So yeah, the videos go live as of Wednesday this week, 6:30 PM, and will be uploaded at the same time every week. I don't know why I'm just going to try and put it out that way, because that's not going to happen. It's got to be done upside down. Moron. Yes, it does light up. Hang on. There's a little button just there on his abs. It's just the central piece that lights up. It's a shame that the rest of it doesn't. So yeah, the car boot videos will be up every Wednesday. In the spring it may start to change because obviously I'll then start doing the live videos, so the chances are we're going to have 2, possibly 3 videos a week, and then obviously any sort of crates that come in the meantime. I like that. He looks, oh my god, lovely. I hate doing stuff. Local car boots don't start until Easter. Admittedly, the bigger ones that are near me, they don't start until March. Like the really good ones. And what on earth? I can't even undo this. That glue is horrible. Yeah, the bigger ones don't start until March, but there's the Sunday one I'm doing at the moment will do until March. Then the big Saturday one starts again in March. So what I'm planning to do, hopefully in the meantime, with Nick and Andrew doing a recent auction, I'm going to go and have a quick look at one locally, just to see how it is. I've not got the money to go and start spending at an auction, but hang on, I've got to concentrate for this bit. You can admire my balding head instead. Don't, come on. Can't get it. Can't get it. That was a nightmare. Deserve a biscuit for that. So yeah, it will do. But yes, going to an auction soon. I'm still waiting for a load of bits from Loot Crate. They had a 70% off sale at Loot Vault, and I also had a 75% off voucher. So you can imagine the discounts that I managed to get with that. I only spent about £150, but I think it was $850 worth of stock. But I've actually not taken any wage from selling at all. Everything that I've made has been put straight back in to stock. The only things that I have sort of spent out on is the webcam that you guys are seeing me on now, and that is it. So apart from that, I've drawn no money whatsoever. This guy's a pain. What's the most valuable thing in your collection? Right now, it's this. That's a PSA 10 first edition Dark Charizard. Currently worth around £500 just for that one card. So yeah, that is without doubt the most valuable thing that I have in my possession collection wise. So it's not bad. I've got a first edition Scyther as well. That's gone down. It was worth about £300-400, but I expect it to go back up again. I think overall my entire Pokemon collection of PSA cards and the stuff that you can see behind me, I think it was about £1,500. So obviously a third of that is made up from that one card alone, and I can't get this open. Yes, finally. Oh, it's quite heavy. Well, it doesn't twist. The arms don't move. Doesn't articulate at all. But there is it Mark II? Mark V. Mark II. Mark II's a silver one. Well, that would do, I suppose. That's got to be sorted out at some point. So it can live back there for now. What's the one thing you want in your collection above anything else? It's a toss-up between a boxed Mega Drive and a boxed SNES. Definitely, I'd love to get a SNES. Although this year my goal is to get enough CEX vouchers to get the Pokemon version of the N64. Hi Will. Do you watch Emmerdale and Corrie? I used to watch EastEnders and Hollyoaks. My fault. I stopped Hollyoaks about a year ago and EastEnders about 6 months ago. They're just too depressing to watch, so I just gave up. And yeah, SNES all the way. Oh yes, I would love to find one at the car boot for £1. How much are you selling your box Mega Drive for? Although I've got no money at the moment anyway. I have the Pokemon 64 edition, paid 25 in Algeria. If you want to say it for me for 26, I'll quite happily take it off your hands. I watch Emmerdale and Corrie, but not EastEnders or Hollyoaks. Yeah, soaps are just too depressing. The one thing that we did watch recently was Hard Sun on the BBC. Marvel or DC? It's Marvel, hands down, without a doubt. Without a doubt. In every way possible. I've always preferred the characters. I grew up watching Spider-Man on, was it Fox? And yeah. See, legit, a whole family died last week in Emmerdale. See, it's depressing. Why do you want to watch that? Although Hard Sun, the whole world is going to die because the sun's going to explode. but that's definitely worth watching if you're above 16 or 18. But the whole thing is on the BBC iPlayer. What else? I got some more Funko Pops. I didn't bother doing a video. Our favourite Marvel character, Iron Man, without a doubt. I think it's mainly because of Robert Downey Jr. and what he's brought to the character in the films. I mean, Iron Man, the original one, it just kicked off the whole MCU thing. I know officially Incredible Hulk was the start, but everyone knows it was Iron Man that really kicked it off. So it's a Mega 6 for this for 110, but it's yours for 85, pretty mint condition. If I had the money going spare, I would. But, and plus I've already promised Jason 500 quid when I can get some money. I want to like Marvel, but I just can't get into it. How can you not get into Marvel? So you can't prefer DC over Marvel, surely? Saying that, I've still not seen Justice League. What was I doing? I'm waiting on some Silica Pals. Recently started watching a channel, it's pretty good. Thanks, Mr. Oh, I thought you said Mad Dog, but it's Half Dog Mahoney. That's an awesome name. The only thing I would change with what I've done on the channel is I don't quite like how I went about certain car boots. With the Saturday one last year, it's very, very quick. And I used to look at the price of items while in front of people. At the time, I didn't see that as being wrong because, hang on, you're going to have to look at my crotch a sec. Because everyone else was doing it, so I didn't see the issue in me doing it as well. But in hindsight, it's a pretty crappy thing to do, so I won't be doing that again. I'm going to try not to, unless it's something that I really need to know. Oh yeah, I would have thought so. You never know, but I would love to pick one up for, yeah, around 20 quid would be nice. Recommendations from PS3 games from CEX. See, I try not to go to CEX. I've taken one bit round there. I got a Skylanders haul last week with Jason, which you guys will see in 2 weeks' time. And I paid £10 for the lot, and no, I do sometimes. I take them out to have a proper look at the pops. I can't do this whole live thing. There's too many comments. Right, hang on. Your favourite console is the PS1. I completely understand that. I grew up with the PS1. I think out of all the consoles, I spent the most time on the PS1. So I think if I was to choose, it would be the PS1, because I remember just, yeah, you just play it constantly, all day, every day after school. Have you seen McDonald's in the UK finally got Pokemon cards? Yes, I bought 3 Sunday just gone. I got a Magikarp, Totodile and a Psyduck toy. Got 1 Pikachu card. The others I gave to some of the kids of the guys that we play Pokemon Go with locally, so at least they've got something. You take Pops out of the boxes. Yes, right, Pops out of the boxes. I would take Pops out of the box, which I used to do all the time. I used to basically just do a video whenever I got a new Pop in. That looks awesome in its new stacker. I love that. I only got 3. I used my nectar points. So yeah, I used to take the Pops out all the time, just do a quick video on it, because that's what I was doing at the time. So I try not to do it as much now, even though when I've got some Silica Pearls coming, which will keep out the damp. So I'll have to open up Beerus again and Super Saiyan God Goku from the bottom, and I'll put the silica pearls in the bottom. It's just in a small bag. It just stops it from getting damp then. Carbon Mania tries to walk away and research things. Gets awkward if the seller sees you checking. Yes, unless I completely missed it and I was oblivious. I don't think I've ever seen a seller clock what I'm doing. But then again, half the time when you're at the car boot, people say, well, it goes for this on eBay. So it's sort of, it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. But yeah, in hindsight, I'm going to try and do that as little as possible this year. Are you a reseller? To an extent, the retro games that I pick up, I mostly don't sell. I will only sell if I can't trade them with someone for something that I want. As you can see, there's a couple of PS1 games behind me. Now this is all picked up last year. I think I maybe had 1 or 2 from my own personal collection. Obviously, as you move house, which I think since the PS1 came out, I've moved house 4 times. The more you move house, the more things you tend to throw away. So I lost most of my original PS1 games when I moved house. So I had nothing to get. And this is a different pop stack. So yeah, the retro stuff I try not to resell unless if I can trade it. I'd much rather do that because I'm trying to eventually get one of every single PS title. That's the dream anyway. Reselling side, I do sell some bits. My eBay is quite easily found. I mainly do that because I enjoy doing it. Most of the stuff I tend to resell tends to come from online buying. But to be honest, I see a lot of people scanning barcodes whilst talking to the sellers. The car boot last weekend, there's one of the guys, he's just started going, and he was scanning. There was a whole stack of books and he was picking up, scanning, putting to one side, picking up, scanning, putting to one side, all right under the nose of the seller as well. And I see a lot of older people doing it as well, actually. So it's not just ignorant people like myself, it's people that should really know better. So I've got Psyduck and the Magikarp. The whole brand type thing is Magikarp. Oh yeah, the golden Magikarp is awesome. It's still in the van actually. I did record myself opening it, but I was eating at the time and it felt way too iDubbbz-esque, so it was like a really bad unboxing, so I didn't bother doing anything with that. Ghost in the Shell, Medieval, Grand Theft Auto. Oh, Medieval! I remember playing that. I remember being really bad at it as well. I'm terrible at games. The only game I play at the moment, leading on to... Oh, there was a question somewhere about Battlefront. There we go. Have you played Star Wars Battlefront 2? No, I haven't. I'm really into Fallout 4 again. I tend to go through stages of not playing it for a really long time, and then I'll play it solidly for like a month, and then I'll leave it again. But yeah, Sim Settlements, that's come out as a mod by King Gath. It's completely changed the game. It's awesome to allow your settlers to build for you and just watch them do it. The only thing is, even though I have a gaming PC, it does struggle keeping up with the mods because they're just so in depth, and I mean the builds are absolutely huge. There we are, there's Golden Frieza in his protective case. I'll sort that out after. Got nothing else to do now. What else have we got? I love the pops when they're all in boxes. I only have one pop though. What pop you got? Do you game on current generation controls, PS4, Xbox One? No. For the simple reason being, half of the people that I know play on Xbox, the other lot play on the PlayStation, and I prefer playing on the PC. A Modern Warfare, for example, I'm rubbish at those types of games, and I've not played it in a while, to be fair. But doing it on a PC is so much quicker and responsive, and I am terrible with a joystick at those sorts of games. However, GTA 5, I played that on a 360. I've tried playing that on PC, and yeah, got absolutely nowhere. Couldn't hack it, so ideally I do need to get an Xbox One controller and hook it up to the PC, or just get a Steam controller, I don't know. But no current consoles. The most current one I've got would be the 360 or the Nintendo Wii, which the Wii we got out over Christmas, and we had the family playing Mario Kart. Where did I get the protective cases? They were on eBay. I didn't realise I had like £35 of Nectar points stacked up, so I ended up paying 11 pence for those 3 cases, because it worked out to be £35.11, I think. So got them basically for free, and I've got the flimsy ones. The flimsy ones are made by a guy called PP Joe. It's basically Pop Protector Joe. But if you search for hashtag PP Joe, Joe anywhere, you'll come and you'll find him. That's these, not, yeah, that's these ones. So you've got a little tab there which goes into the top, and then this is one of the other ones which you can get, which is just as sturdy if you hold them side by side, but you'll see, personally I don't think it's quite as good quality. It's a little bit flimsier, but they work out to be about a pound each. But obviously if you buy more, then you get a lot more. Your PC broke last year, can't wait to get a new one. It's expensive to get a new one. I mean, you're talking anywhere between like 600 plus, but that PC will outlive the next 2 generations of consoles that come out. And generally speaking, you can either upgrade your software and your hardware, or you can just play their games at a lesser resolution and everything else. So for me, PC gaming is the way to go forward, especially when you have to pay monthly as well just to play games online, which I really don't agree with. I've been trying to learn Photoshop all day to make better thumbnails. It's not going well. Yeah, I suck at thumbnails. I use vidIQ on YouTube. I believe it's vidIQ anyway, which is slightly better than, well, it's a lot better than using the standard YouTube one, but yeah, it's not as good as Photoshop. Not with that, it's not even close, but it is a lot better. Oh, good afternoon, Don. I really want a Nectar card. Just upload your mum's one to your eBay. Every time you spend £1, you get 1 Nectar point. But you need, I think it's 5,000 Nectar points equals £5, but it adds up quite quickly. What's your most cherished gem in your collection? It's not a game. I did get this out earlier. It's my Gem Mint 10 first edition Charizard. Pulled this out of the box myself, and it's worth around £550 on its own. I bought the box for around 330 quid, which even that's now gone up to about £700–800. So that is my cherished gem. Tends to live in a watertight container within a safe, and that lives in the house. Star Wars Pops a Brill, got loads. Precinct Pogs. I had a load of Precinct Pogs and I sold them. I've got Pogs as well, they're in storage. I've got Looney Tunes ones. I think I picked them up, I was saying on the oh sorry, Jace has just corrected me, 500 Nectar points is a £2.50 voucher. I've got a bind of these Star Wars Pogs, I think they were Pogs anyway. and it's got 2 of the Arrow ones in there as well. I paid £5 for that last year. That's still in my glove box. I've got some Looney Tunes ones, which I did a video on when I first started doing YouTube, and I think that's got over 1,000 views now. So I can't remember how much I paid. I think it was about £20. And then I think Lad Bible did a massive thing on it, which like brought views from that, and yeah, it was mad. But I did sell a whole bundle of Space Precinct Pogs last year. I think it went to auction in the end. I play cracked versions of games. Will, now we all know your secret. You're going to jail. I really want a collection like yours. See, my collection is terrible. It's only really started kicking off this year. The PSA Pokemon cards I've had for around a year, maybe 2 years now. The Pops, I only started doing them when the Marvel Collector sub box came out. So Hulkbuster, which is living up there at the moment, you can't see it, was my first ever Pop, and then it just sort of went from there. I found out they did Dragon Ball Pops, and then Fallout came out and I got into that. So the only ones I do collect are your Dragon Ball series, your Fallouts, and then your Marvel Collecticals. That's all I do. If I start going on to more than that, then I will end up having less money than what I do now, and a lot less room as well. I recommend getting one sometimes. eBay gives 3 points or 10 times points. That's in relation to the Nectar card points. Yes, if you do go on eBay a lot, by all means get yourself a Nectar card. It is well worth it. If you want a good gaming collection, Jason's your man. Got loads of metal Pogs, either Chubba Chub ones, hearts, diamonds, etc. I've got some Slammers somewhere. I think they might be just here. So most of my Pogs I've sold and gotten rid of. So these are my very small collection of Slammers. So we've got a Tazo Walker, Super Slam. So yeah, I only collect the Slammers because collecting Pogs, there's just too many. What's this one by? This is by Roko. Oh wow, that's really horrible. It's got a cramp in my hand. Some sort of an octopus. That is painful. Oh my god, what is my hand doing? Ow. 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 Oh geez, that's a official Pog one. My hand is spazzing out. That's an official Pog one as well. That's a terrible one. That's just a big bit of plastic. Don't like that at all. That's a metal one. That's got a bit of weight to it. My hand stopped. I think it's stopped. A baseball one. And another Pog T-Rexy type one. But yeah, I only collect Slammers. Trying to do more than that, there's just too many. Where were we? First pop was Morty. I've seen a few of them. I do go to Toys R Us sometimes and look what's around, and most recently they did have a lot of Rick and Morty ones. Would you prefer the TCG to continue with new editions, or rather doing more remakes? The base set remake is gorgeous, but diminishes the base set fanciness a bit. To an extent, I think that it brought up... I don't know. See, I'm always older generation of cards. The only cards I really collect now are the full arts of the original 151, and that is it. I would love to see a re-release of base set 2, but with more of the cards that were from base set Jungle and Fossil. I think that being released, it would have to be like a 200 plus set, but that being released, yeah, they'd make some serious money. I know Shining Legends, that was a very, very popular series. I should have bought more of that, because I've only got four boxes in my collection sealed. Yeah, I think they should do yeah, and then I could honestly see another Team Rocket re-release. They could quite easily do it, whether it diminishes the originals, because as long as they don't go beyond what Wizards of the Coast had access to, then we should be okay, to be honest. I can't see it being, it's not going to diminish it too much. If anything, it's going to make people dig out their collections and you'll see more of it on the market. But yeah, I'd love to see some more of the older stuff, without a doubt. The most cherished game in my collection. It's actually not here, but simply because it was an amazing find. I got Jak 3 sealed on a PS2 for 50p. That was without doubt my favourite game, my most cherished game as well. Oh well, it went straight up there. My apologies. What are Pogs used for? Never heard of them before. I like where Pokemon coins, like collectibles. You're going back a good decade, possibly 15 years since Pogs were all the rage. But yeah, Peter's pretty much summed it up there. Pickle Rick Pop, do they exist? I think I'm sure there is a Pickle Rick. I mean, if it's not come out yet, it will be soon. I have seen something in the groups where there is a Pickle Rick Pop coming out soon. Have you ever come across Beyblades at car boots? I'll be honest, now you've said it, I don't think I have. I think I saw a stadium once, but there was no pops. No Beyblades. I'll have to keep an eye out. I mean, are they still collectible? Do people still want them? I've got absolutely no idea. Have you heard season 4 is going to be Rick and Summer? To be honest, Morty, his voice grates. It's a bit like Marge Simpson. Her voice grates on me as well. I can only do one episode at a time of Rick and Morty because of... Rick annoys me because he says Morty all the time, Morty. And Morty annoys me because of the pitch and tone of his voice. But I can't see... Is Summer as... is Summer as marketable as Morty? Because you've got the other Mortys already... Oh, I don't know. You love the voices. No, I can't stand them. In single doses, they're okay, but no, I can't. Maybe it's just my age. I can't even do Family Guy more than one episode now because their voices are just so annoying. The early 2000 Beyblades are still very collectible. See, I wouldn't know how to even date a Beyblade. I mean, did it have the dates on it or when it was made? No idea. Carpet Mania hasn't seen Beyblades for many years at the car boots. See, and he's been doing it a lot longer than what I have. I only really started getting into this last year. Tell a lie, maybe tail end of 2016. So yeah, you just don't see them. Maybe they were just thrown in the bin rather than put into a box and put up into the loft. So don't know. Dragoon, that rings a bell. Dranzir, Zeus are all pretty collectible. I've got no idea what on earth that is. So, I don't know. What else can I do? Dracy? I've got no idea what a Dracy is. But yeah, by all means, if I see any, I'll try and pick them up. I know Tesco's has a sale on at the moment with some obviously the newer Blade stuff, they're doing a lot of stock clearance, so you can go over there and buy a lot of bits for less than half price at the moment. So if you are still into your Beyblades, by all means go to Tesco's, and fingers crossed you'll find some bits in there. Did you see what I put? Hang on. I watched season 1 and 2 all in one sitting. Jesus, that's no, I couldn't do that. I don't think I could sit still for that long. Actually, no, tell a lie. I think we did quite a few episodes of Daredevil back to back, but I don't know if I could do that many episodes of Rick and Morty in just the one. That's a lot. Favourite PS2 title ever? Grand Theft Auto Vice City, because I remember at the time we couldn't afford a memory card, so it's either we couldn't afford one or it's too small, something like that. And I used to have to leave the PlayStation on overnight, and this used to be in my little brother's room, so he'd have the PlayStation whirring constantly. And yeah, I've spent many hours, and it's been on standby for many hours. But even the cheats as well with the old up down R1 R2 no L1 L2 R1 R2 up down left right, getting all the weapons and things like that. The cheats were so simple, and you felt like you was the dogs when you could just do it without looking, and you just knew everything. Basically, if you ever see Beyblades, just buy them all. You're more than likely make profit on them. Will do. I just found out that Rick and Morty, and I was like, bro, I need to watch all of it, and then watch 1 and 2 next day, and watch season 3. Oh, season 3. No, season 3. I liked season 3. Season 3 got a lot of stick because one of the head writers was female. And then there was that whole Szechuan sauce thing that went on in America, where some idiots would go to McDonald's and be stupid. But yeah, I did like all 3 seasons, but I just can't do them in bulk. Vice City is also my favourite PS2 title game. Completed the game 100% many times back in the day. Secret packages you got to find. I would love to see a remake of GTA London, with all the technology we've got now and how they can make a game. I would love a GTA London. That would be fantastic. But I would say you could probably do most of London in one game now. You could have all of the outskirts and potentially have, I don't know, go up to Manchester or Liverpool or something like that. But a GTA London remake would be amazing. The game was revolutionary. Oh yeah, it was. Well, GTA, was it GTA 3 that came before that? I'm sure it's... No. Yes. 3, Vice City, San Andreas, wasn't it? Can't remember. Didn't like the finale of Rick and Morty. I can barely remember it. I'm really bad with things like that. Time Splitters 2. Multiplayer mode. Yeah, that's true. Awesome, and the characters with puns, brill. Map Maker was sick too. So I never really got onto those sorts of games. As I said, with those sorts of games I preferred the PC. So I think, yeah, I'll stick to PC for those sorts of games, definitely. Medieval was getting a remake for the PS4 and I can't wait. Yeah, I think I've seen some artwork for that, some cover art. It does look really, really good. Yes, that is possibly my favourite episode as well. When Rick creates a world, then the people inside that world creates a world inside that world. Yeah, and then yeah, that was good. Yeah, I do like Rick and Morty. It's just voices need to be toned down a little bit. I remember buying a bike for the first time on San Andreas and feeling on top of the world. God, yeah. Riding the bike, God, and because you could, it was at San Andreas where you could try and bunny hop over the cars as well. I died loads of times doing that, but See, San Andreas, I like the gang aspect where you could have like 6 people following you, and if you used to nick a bus, you just load up the bus with all your gang members. So yeah, that would be pretty cool if they could bring something like that back. GTA Vice City's cheats were mental, and the voiceovers were cool too. Danny Dyer was the voice of Kent Paul. I remember that. That was on probably like a Watch Mojo video or something like that. I think they're building a portal gun that lights up from scratch. It may be easier to mod a Nerf gun, to be honest. I mean, I've got loads of them. None of them are in here, but I do have loads of them. So, and you're talking £3 and you've got yourself the base model of your gun then, so you can just strip it back paintwork wise and just add to it. So I would personally go for some sort of a Nerf gun and mod that. Oh dear God, we've been doing this for 40 minutes. That's mental. And I can't remember where I got this t-shirt from either. It's recent, but yeah, it's awesome. I like it. It's Deadpool shouting tacos. Deadpool 2 is coming out soon as well. God, that's going to be good. Thinking of like a foam body and basic buttons that lights up and all 3 bulbs are at the end. Yeah, I suppose that would be, foam would be easier. Although then again, if instead of having bulbs, you could use LEDs with some sort of a surround on it in order to make it look like it's a bulb. And at least that way you can fire things at people as well, which is always an added bonus. But what do you guys think of the whole, because we had a bit of a Marvel discussion earlier, what do you reckon to Fox being bought out by Disney and Disney slowly taking over the world? Have you seen a Deadpool t-shirt that Gucci made? Yeah, LED would probably be better. LED, I think it requires less battery power as well, and I think you can also have it dimmable. I think they're easier to play with, and they last longer than bulbs as well. So LEDs are definitely the way forward, I think. But I've got nothing to do. What should I do? Got to feed my puppies. Oh, what puppies you got before you go? I want to know. I prefer Labradors myself. Best dog in the world. So, any more questions before we wrap things up? I don't know, give you guys, what, 30 seconds to think of something before I might as well eat a biscuit, I suppose. Right, no questions, cool. In that case then, I'm going to bugger off and go make myself another cup of tea. So, 1 second, I've got biscuits stuck in my teeth. Quality content. I missed the car boots as well, man. We're only doing 1 at the week at the moment, so we're getting there. I'm going to try and go to an auction preview Friday, see what's going on there, just to see whether they're going to be worth pursuing in the future. The thing that's really got me concerned is what Nick was saying about people moving things from one box to another after you've bought it. So yeah, I know you're back soon, man. Don't worry about it. If you check the Vice City manual at the back, that where there's a list of people who made it, I think I'm right. Derek Payne was a programmer. Ah, I don't know. I have to check that. But I've not got my bits. I've not got my PS2 stuff with me. It's all in storage at the moment, so I'll have to take your word for that, I'm afraid. So come on, any questions before we go? Before I just sit here and eat all of the biscuits. My dad's going to buy a Peugeot 103 bike tomorrow. Oh, nice. I'm not into my bikes. I'm not into my cars either. As long as it goes forwards and backwards, I don't care really. £200. Your dad's not in England, is he? Or is he in Algeria at the moment? Because I would have thought if he's in England, I would have seen him last Saturday, Sunday even. Really? Favourite game of all time? Okay, right, hang on. Derek Payne from the Tat Chat. I'm going to have to double check that now, because I have seen his name pop up a few times now you've said that. So that would be cool if he is. How do I know Abdi Master? He is at the car boots as well. Not all the time, but he does do car boots as well. Favourite game of all time? All time. That's actually a really hard question. I think it would have to be... I'm going to have to say, I don't know. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Favourite game of all time. Come on, just pick one. I'm just looking for inspiration. Actually, I remember one of the Crash games I used to love, but then I stopped playing that for some reason. So no, it's not Crash. Micro Machines. What was that on? I think one of the Micro Machines games we used to play when I was, God, I must have only been 9 or 10. No, I moved when I was 10. I would say, yeah, I must have been 8 or 9. So, do I remember Crash for £1? Go away! Yes, I do remember that. Not funny. I don't know. I couldn't tell you my favourite game. PC wise, I do love Ark Survival Evolved. The game, again, the mods on that can be fantastic. The whole build your own world sort of thing is great. PS1, I can't think. It's got to be Grand Theft Auto, because I remember getting that when I shouldn't have been playing it. So yeah, GTA 1 on the PS1, PSA 2 is GTA Vice City. See you later, Peter. Favourite game of all time. If I could pick, if I had to play one game forever to the end of time, what would it be? It wouldn't be a football game because they're boring after a couple of hours. Or possibly Call of Duty Zombies. Time flies when you play Ark. Yes, I've quite easily played for like 8 hours straight when my other half was away. Yeah, it's a nightmare. I've not played it in quite a while. Mario 64 and the N64 ish. I'm terrible at the N64. Do you play games more or collect them? Now I collect them more because I honestly don't have the time. I've got a regular job which takes up 5 to 6 days a week, and then the car boots, which I do honestly really enjoy doing, that takes up 1 to 2 days a week. So I don't have the time to play games, unfortunately. The only times I really do get to time is when I can just sort of put MasterChef on the TV and let the missus go and watch that, and I can sneak off in here and just play what I want to play. But I would love to play more games. But if I was to do that, I think I would need a man cave +1 where I could have a proper setup, where I could have a sofa, a nice big TV, and then have all the consoles just set up where you can just flick between every single one that's there. Then I might get more into playing, but until then it's just gonna have to be PC, which is at the moment it's just Fallout 4, and then I'll get bored because summer's coming soon, so I have no time to play at all anyway. Once you get into building the metal base on Ark, you just want to keep building, it never ends. Sucks when your dinos die overnight though. I didn't play very many PvP servers. I preferred the PvE element, and when it gets onto PvP and you've got yourself a tribe as well, I just don't trust anyone, like at all. So 9 times out of 10 I would play alone unless I join a new server and there'd be like half a dozen of us that have like all joined at the same time. Then maybe I'd do a tribe with them, but yeah, I don't trust people enough. But see, I'd love to get back into playing Ark, but you do need to, especially in a PvP, you need to invest a hell of a lot of time consecutively. You need to play for like 8 hours a day for a week just to get yourself sorted. And the whole leaving one server to join another server thing is quite soul destroying as well. So you could get like half decent bases going, and then suddenly someone moves over with wyverns and just completely obliterates you. So I'm tempted to get back onto Ark on a single player mode, stick a Pokemon mod on there, and then just chill out and run around the forest, I suppose. The N64 has one of the weirdest controllers. It does. I have one in there somewhere. Yeah, it's a very odd shape. I mean, the controllers we've got now, I mean, no doubt there's been so much more science behind it as to what is best for the user. But yeah, the N64 was strange. And then Mega Drive wasn't bad. That had, yeah, you could probably spend a lot of time on that. And then what else? The NES controllers were terrible. SNES was better, but still not particularly good. Yeah, it's a lot. Especially, it's a lot of time that is required in. Sorry, text from the other half. Yeah, it is a lot of time, which is why if I do go back, it'll be, I think, on a single player mode, or but then again, even the PvEs, you need to log in. I think it's 30 days. After that, someone can just go along and just destroy your stuff and steal your dinosaurs. So I am tempted to go back, but purely just for single player. The Mega Drive was like the SNES. Yeah, it had. It's in there somewhere. Hang on. Oh, I've got a Mega Drive down here. One sec. Yeah, as you can see, it had the curve, so it wasn't that bad. You could easily spend a lot of time on it, but the NES was so blocky and squared off. It was horrible. Let's put Mario Kart back. You can live there. Right, it's now been 54 minutes. Anything else before I go and make myself another cup of tea, because I am parched. Oh. Got bugger all to do. Later, dude. See you later, 8-bit bandit. Got to try and save that after a few drinks. I need to sort out my shelves still. I just haven't the time to do it. It's just not even the time. It's the willpower to do it. That's what it is. Ah, right. LGG. What video is up? Is it by any chance the Geekbox video? Please be the Geekbox video. Please, because I want to see what you got. Saying that, I have ordered the next Loot Crate that has Rick and Morty in it. I have bought it purely to resell because Loot Crate are slipping massively. Hello A to Z of Gaming. How you doing, man? Game and Watch. Oh, nice. What was I saying? Damn it. Completely lost train of thought. Obviously it wasn't important. What James, one thing, when I come over, I'm bringing my Pokemon cards. I need to sell them for your collection. I don't know anyone who will buy them though, that's the thing. But yeah, I don't know what else to do because... Oh, did I show you guys talking about... Ah, yes, well done, Loot Crate, right. Loot Crate as a company has been absolutely crap the last 6 months by the looks of it. I've not bought a crate off them for a while. They've just increased the prices, or they're going to. They've announced they're going to, I think. So I have ordered the regular one. I was going to order the gaming one as well because I think that's got Sonic and Super Mario in it this month. But there was a 30% off code which I typed in, accepted it, went to pay it, and it went through my PayPal for the £24, not the £17 something that it was supposed to be. So basically I've sent them an email, asking them to cancel it or refund me the difference. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that box is purely just a resell because I'm expecting, to be honest, garbage. It's going to be terrible. I had a Rick and Morty, what was it, Peace to All Worlds, where he's flicking the V's. I think I sold that, which I wasn't planning on selling, but I saw that the price had gone up. I think I sold that for £30 odd. For a crate that cost like 24. That's not bad. But the only crates I do like is the Utaku, but that is a £50–60 crate. But it is full of quality gear, which I still need to get out. That's been put back into storage. Never bother with Loot Crates, and to be honest, I might not even bother now. To be honest, I wouldn't. There's so many more better things out there. I do buy from Loot Vault. For example, this little guy from Pacific Ring. They're not bad. I picked these up at a car boot last year. Paid £5 a unit for them, and managed to sell them for, I think, £30 including postage, which isn't too bad. So it does have its moments. See you later, mate. I'll catch you soon, hopefully before you come back over. So yeah, Loot Vault I will purchase from, not only to sell on but to collect for myself as well. I know that in the post I've got coming the Super Mario sunshades that go in your car, like the visors, the Tetris salt and pepper shakers, Firefly watches, and eBay ticking over. So, oh, OBS reconnected. Does that mean, did I disappear? But we've been doing this for 59 minutes and 30 seconds, so I think we should call it a day. I just wanted to chat, to be honest. I know there's been emails sent out about YouTube creators who are under 1,000 subscribers and is it 40,000 annual views. So I mean, we could talk about that. But I don't really want to. It gets quite political, and it's just annoying because there's bug all we can do about it, and the whole Logan Paul thing as well. And he's just a won't say anything bad, but yeah, there's so many things that you could talk about, but I'd rather this be kept as a collecting and gaming sort of channel. So if there are no more questions, we've been doing this for a bloody long time, and I should probably go and put some washing on before my other half gets back from work. So if there's nothing within the next 30 seconds, I'll bugger off, I suppose. Until then, we'll just sit in silence. So screw it, I'll meditate. Good talk to you. Yeah, and to you, man. I'll try and do another one of these relatively soon. If I can make this a week, well, I wouldn't say weekly. No, I'm not going to say weekly because I can't commit to that. We'll aim for a yearly basis, so I will hopefully see you guys at some point in 2018. It just depends on time and energy, I suppose. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good gaming and happy collecting. Adios.